Alright boys, we're going to do a little video here. Now this is a gun I've been squirrel hunting with. Some of you people, maybe you don't belong to Rimfire Central Forum. There's some good information on that forum. There's some knowledgeable people over there. Alright. Now this is a CZ. It came as a varmint model when I bought it with a 22 bull barrel, short barrel. Okay, so the inlet on this stock here is big. Alright. And you see there you're going to have a gap as such if you use the sport varmint taper barrel. But you don't have any clearance problems. The bull barrel is going to be heavier for you, okay? Will it be any more accurate? Well, I can't say. I've only used the varmint taper barrels from Lilja. I've never used a bull barrel. Made in 17 HM2. I did order one time for a Seiko Finfire that was a bull barrel. Alright. Now, if you have a CZ 457 American, or even a 455, the barrels are interchangeable between the two models. This drops right in, the sport varmint taper and the bull barrel, I believe. If you've got an American stock, though, you'll have to do some sanding to put in this varmint taper barrel. And I've got a 457 American. I have done that too. I've also got some 455 American stocks. I have done that too. Would I do a bull barrel in an American 455 or 457 stock? The answer is no. You're going to be taking off too much wood, in my opinion. But you know, you be your own judge. All right. Now this barrel comes with a shim kit to set your headspace. It's not hard to do. I did put a Yo Dave trigger spring in this gun. Alright. And that's it. It's about a 12-ounce trigger on this gun. I've got two of these and the trigger's about the same on them. Alright. Your magazine will work. Okay, but if you're using a 22 Magnum or a 17 HMR, you got to have a little spacer thing that goes in here so you can use the right magazine. I've got a spare one of them because I did order one of these guns one time in 22 Mag, a 455 model, just to get the action. I didn't give a shit about that barrel. 22 Magnum's dog shit to me, okay? I've never seen one shoot right my whole life that I liked. So, season's moving along pretty good. You know, I've got an uncle born in 1943. He was a big squirrel hunter. When I was growing up, he used to ask me when I was a teenager, have you killed 100 squirrels yet? Well, I tripped 104 this morning since the August opener, okay? So I'm pretty far ahead of schedule based on some previous years. Alright. Now, this is the first focal plane scope. A lot of the videos that I've showed, I'm running the scope on 7.5 power. Now this morning I ran it a little bit on 8. Leaves off, I'll leave it on 8 and hunt with it. But now longer shots I would dial to 10 or 12. And what I mean by long shots, when you start getting out to 80 plus yards, 100, 140. Alright, will I ever probably adjust this scope over 12 power on shooting a squirrel? Aiming at the head, I've only done it once using this scope in a few years. And it makes the image get sort of dark. Of course, wintertime, you know, the sun angle's not the highest. Alright. So first focal plane scope. I like it because your elevation, you can use the reticle for wind. Instead of a second focal plane scope, you know, you adjust your magnification, you're all over the place. You don't have to worry about it with this. This is the KISS principle, boys. Keep it simple, stupid. The Arkin makes a good scope, and you may see me put the trigger cam on it soon. I may take this barrel out of this action and put him in my other action, but I want to shoot this gun on paper in a good controlled environment first, and maybe put this barrel in my other action. just to see if there's a difference in how this gun shoots, just comparing actions with the same barrel at like 100 yards. But I want real good wind conditions so I can evaluate it. Alright, now, one other thing in this video I'm going to talk about. Again, you won't hear anybody talk about what I'm going to talk about much, boys. The old sharpshooter is a woodsman, okay? I've spent a lot of damn hours and days in the woods. Cumulative time, monstrous. Cumulative time, even having a rifle scope in a squirrel in it, monstrous. And by the way, I'm not showing all of the squirrels that I get in this scope in the woods that I don't get shots at. Occasionally you'll see me show one, but not many. So don't let the videos deceive you. I had 4 more squirrels in this rifle scope this morning, 10th day of September 2024, that I didn't kill, that I didn't shoot. Okay, they just never gave me shots. And it ain't like they run off. They just went and hid and I couldn't find them. Now, sometimes they run off. But, you know, I figure you don't want to watch a squirrel in a rifle scope all the time that I never shoot. You know, that's not teaching you nothing. That's not telling you nothing. It's not helping you. It's not helping me. So here we go, hunting around the side of a hill. You're going to hear this from the old sharpshooter. Now, if you're a equally skilled left and right hand shooter, what I'm about to say means absolutely nothing to you. If you are a right-handed shooter and you're going around the side of a hill and you have a choice, now you have to be gambling. If you have to gamble here, knowing where are you going to see your squirrels. If you're going around a sloped hill, let's say it's sloped like my hand there, the highest is to your left. That would be the most advantageous way if you're right-handed to go around the hill if you expect to shoot the squirrels above you, up on the hill versus down the hill. Now, if you switch directions coming around the hill and you're a right-hander and the hill is like so, okay, you're better off to approach the hill from that direction, meaning the hill sloping off to your left as you go around it if you're a right-hander. If you're that would be shooting squirrels down the hill. Shooting squirrels up the hill is going to be tougher on you because you're getting your body squared. See as I turn that camera? So if you know where you're going to see the squirrels and you pick a line around the hill, or maybe you see the squirrels are on the top of the hill, or you find a place where they're eating, you might want to figure that in, okay? If you go back and rehunt a site, give that some thought. Left-handed, right, reverse, you know, skilled shooter would apply. It has to do with you getting your body squared up and the hill terrain, okay? So when the hill is like this, it's a lot easier for you to get squared up. To see how I'm turning that camera? Okay. And if we reverse the process, okay, it's a lot easier to shoot up the hill turning the camera. But like this, you see what I'm talking about? Now, some of you beginners out there, I'm going to warn you about something with your rifles, okay? This goes for your deer rifles too. You'll see people do it. You know, it's still warm here. We've had a few cool mornings. So if you're new to hunting, you get your rifle out there and you get her all sighted in. Here's the old sharpshooter's general rule of thumb. When you set your scope eye relief, if you don't want to put on a jacket or a coat to set it, which is not a bad idea if you're going to use the gun in cold weather, at least set the scope where your eye, when you bring your eye, you know what I mean? When you bring your eye back, you don't want it set perfect with wearing like a short sleeve shirt. See what I've got on here? Maybe you see that in that camera. I got a light polyester shirt on. So if I set this scope perfect for eye relief, wearing light clothing, and then I start putting on coveralls, insulated underwear, shit like that, you're going to find yourself really stretching into this stock, trying to get up there to get your scope to open up view-wise. And it'll be a pain in the ass for you, not to mention the fact, and you know, there's another thing you have to watch too. When you shoulder the rifle straight, just like I'm holding my hand out, but when you shoulder that rifle, bring it over here a little. See what it does to your eye relief. Bring it over here to your left is going to close it up a little bit. So, bring the gun out. Bring the gun out about 35 or 40 degrees to your right. And try to look through that scope. That gets this arm right here at its longest point with your shoulder. Alright, little things like this help you out. And I've already went through this. We didn't have forums, social media to talk about this shit. You had to learn it on your own. I didn't have any relatives explaining this shit to me either. Some of them wouldn't even use a rifle scope, so it didn't really, they never even really know, okay? Well, anyway, that's going to conclude the video. The sharpshooter squirrel hunter out.